This is about defending democracy. This is no longer Democrats versus Republicans. What do you want your kids to believe in? There must be give and take.
This is White Flag with Joe Walsh.
Hey, a word here this Wednesday about Joe Biden's age. And let me provide a little bit of context here at the start. I'm no huge fan of Joe Biden. I've never been a huge fan of Joe Biden throughout most of his career. Doesn't matter to me. Joe Biden ran against Donald Trump in 2020. So we all locked arms and did what we had to do to support Joe Biden. Period. End of story. I said on CNN during that campaign that it didn't matter to me who the Democratic candidate was. Bernie Sanders, Pete Buttigieg, Joe Biden, Elizabeth Warren, didn't matter. I would support whoever the Democratic candidate is or was, because Donald Trump must be defeated, because Donald Trump is an existential threat to our democracy. We're probably in the same situation in 2024. It'll probably be Biden versus Trump again. And again, I say I'm no huge fan of Joe Biden, but it doesn't matter. In that matchup, Donald Trump against Joe Biden, I will do everything I can do to make sure that Joe Biden wins. Just so you know where I'm, a reminder of where I'm coming from. Joe Biden's old. Just say it. Don't be afraid to say that. Joe Biden is old. He's 80 years old. He'll be, 81, 82 if he's reelected. He'd be 86 by the time he finished a second term. That's old. And it's not just a number. You know, like I know, Joe Biden's an old 80. Trump's 77. Bernie Sanders is 82. Chuck Grassley, who I ragged on a couple days ago, is 90. Chuck Grassley has more energy and looks and acts younger. 90-year-old Chuck Grassley does than 80-year-old Joe Biden. Biden is and comes across publicly as an old 80. We got to deal with that. He's got to deal with that. All of us who want to make sure Donald Trump never gets to the White House again, all of us who want to make sure Donald Trump never wins again, we got to deal with this elephant in the room, because it is an elephant in the room, because every single poll of Democrats, Independents, and Republicans, can I repeat that? Every poll of Democrats, Independents, and Republicans shows that Biden's age and his ability to do his job and his ability to complete another term is of paramount concern to the American people, Democrats included. It's a real issue. I was on TV last night. We were talking about this, and the Democratic consultant on with me said it's not. Come on, we're making it too big of an issue. And she's great, and I love her. But I said, respectfully, it is an issue. It's an issue with the American people. Joe Biden's age is an issue. That's just reality check. Now, before you jump on me and you throw things at me, here's another truth. Biden can do something about the age issue. In fact, only Joe Biden can do something about this age issue. Let me say again, this age issue is a real issue, and if the age issue is not addressed, Biden's going to have a hard time getting reelected, even against Donald Trump, okay? So something's got to be done about the age issue, and I guess I'm hypothesizing here that the only person who can do anything about the age issue, the only person who can swat away the age issue is Joe Biden. I don't want to hear a campaign ad. I don't want to hear a surrogate. I don't want to hear another Democrat. I don't want to hear a Democratic consultant or a Democratic senator or a Democratic congressman or Vice President Harris. I don't want to hear anybody else tell me that Joe Biden's up to the job. He's just great. He's fine. He's not too old. Gavin Newsom did a great job the other day defending Biden and his wisdom and all that he's got done. I don't need or want to hear that from Gavin Newsom because it doesn't help. It's got to come from Joe Biden. Only Joe Biden can swat this issue away. The American people, Democrats included, need to see and hear from Joe Biden that his age is not an issue. They need to see and hear directly from him so that they can feel better about this big issue and put it to the side and do what we need to do to make sure Biden wins and Trump loses. This is what I say all the time, Biden's got to lean into it. Lean into the age issue, confront it, have fun with it, be informal about it. I wish, and I said this 6 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I wish Joe Biden gave a speech to the American people and he said, you know what, I'm older, I've lost a step, I've slowed down, I make some mistakes, I got to take a nap every day, I'm 79, 80, 81 years old, man. Yeah, I've slowed down, but you know what? Big deal. I need to take a nap, but you know what? I'm still doing my job and I'm able to do my job. And look at all we've gotten done. Yeah, I'm old. I forget things. I forget some names sometimes. Biden has to have fun with this. He's got to speak directly to the American people in a fun, informal way about his age. Yeah, I'm old. This is what my day is like. This is what we do. This is what I've gotten done. He needs to also show the American people some more vigor, some more vim and vigor, and not look so frail in public. But most of all, Joe Biden, and only Joe Biden can do this. Nobody else can do this. And if Joe Biden doesn't do this, take this age issue head on, lean into this age issue, have fun with, be provocative with this age issue. If Biden doesn't do this, there's a decent chance he will lose next year. And I don't want that to happen. If I were advising him, I'd tell him to talk about it, have fun with it, make jokes about it, be real about it. We all have a grandma and a grandpa in their 80s. Be that, but you're also president. Show the American people, tell the American people you have to take a nap every day. You got to be in bed by 10. But man, when you're doing your job, you're getting shit done. Biden has to do that. Biden has to say that. Biden has to show that. And if he doesn't, and he's the Democratic nominee, I really worry about what's coming. I'm Joe Walsh. This is White Flag with Joe Walsh. Thank you for listening. Be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow White Flag with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been White Flag with Joe Walsh.